Alright, we're back in Matinees. Welcome to another episode of Disco Elysium. I'm World Undone. Thank you so much for joining me on this occasion. I feel like there's a lot to do, but on the other hand, I feel like there's not very many avenues available to us. So first thing first, let's take a look at this library card. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. Here it is.
Library card. Billy is a unisex name. Could whoever owns most of the, if lost, please return
Okay,
the
from
card
9 to 18. So we can't quite check that out yet. We might take a look at the radio anyways, just because... Whoa, what are you two doing here? And you're two separate characters. Okay, first I'm going to talk to this guy.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
Why, do you know something? What is it?
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know, and now you're saying you do.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Why?
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part. Not trickery. It's true. We would of course lie. But a kind heart is tricky.
So who is this person, and what is her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver.
Interesting.
She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
So who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Well, that's fair enough. What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
So she may have. Interesting. When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
Believe us, it really is.
I just can't, man. I'm not naive.
Fair enough. You said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
It's not snitching, it's just a few questions.
It's snitching, man. I know what it is.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind,
Hold on, her mind?
the way it worked, the trouble it was giving her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman for
Yeah, I was hoping it wouldn't come to that.
Push Tommy and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important. I can't blow it.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
She's a suspect and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
Yeah, think again. I gotta talk to Joyce.
The realization that you've used his friendliness and goodwill for your own
Oh,
ends.
boo-hoo. I don't really care about this guy.
Remember, you're doing it for the bigger investigation. This is important. Relax. Ask.
Where is the lady driver?
Here.
He takes a keyring from his pocket, then looks at it before giving it to you in silence.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock.
Huh.
Valori's still here, down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
Handy,
When did
thank
she
you.
leave?
Last Friday.
He blinks, his eyes half empty now. Anything else, like where she is now?
No. I don't know.
And why did you have the keys? I thought you had a wife and kids.
She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise,
He doesn't finish the sentence.
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
Sorry I had to do this, man.
I bet you are.
And he's sorry he couldn't be what he wants to be.
Hmm.
A good person. His last line, his revenge on the world.
One more thing, about something else.
Nah. I need to think my own thoughts now. Pray forgiveness for my sins. Go check your cabin. I hope it gets you something. Help someone.
Whatever, Tommy, you can't even speak French. Okay, well, this is something. Yeah, search through the lady driver's cabin near the monument. So it's around here somewhere. Oh? It's here. Alright, well, quick save.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This is the one our men pointed to.
The lieutenant peeks inside. Let's try to peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and two steering levers.
Try the handle.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
Why?
There's no pick in this lock. The owner has
Aha.
put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
Let's unlock the door with the T.
You
With the
push
key.
into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking sound. Then the door pops back a few centimeters. You can just...
Open it.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Well, I can always use tools. Let's admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
They had movies last century?
One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Alright, let's check it out.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bare.
Scandalous.
The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera.
Alright, enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Let's, examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is
Aha.
absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Really? Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorry men.
Oh.
This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
Bit of a shame. What else is here?
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat.
Alright, we'll look at the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
I would like all of those, please.
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Sandpaper.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like the driver glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
Oh. The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes?
Oh, you know where it's going, Kim.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it to yourself.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lenses. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Wait, the missing 8th Hardie here?
Looks like her, yes.
And she's also the one running the drug trade. What a handful.
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardie and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
That would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Let's unfold it.
It's an issue of Peripherique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick it up.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Weird. Alright.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its... You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Sure, you got it.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Makes sense. Seems like something police would do. So, what do you think about all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well-funded.
Aha.
Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
Could be a Vart Claire.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
That second option is a little grim.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardie boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
So is Kim gay? I feel like Kim might be a little gay. It turns out this is connected to the Union.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Will the RCM open an investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you thinking about?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption.
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Alright, debrief over?
Debrief over. After you.
Prévu. Okay, so we can confront the Hardie boys. Right, first I'm going to talk to those hooligans hanging out by our, Kinema. Hey, kids.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with piss written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
What accent is that? His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan. Fuck the world. You don't really believe that, do you? Gotta fuck something.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Yeah, suddenly you guys aren't so tough once you got the actual police on you.
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later, on your own terms.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Are you sure?
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
I just thought Cindy the Skull was just her way of, you know, a little title that Cindy has. Is this part of like an organization? I guess it's day 4 by now.
These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
Who are the Skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
No, I really don't.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
His voice rings with excitement.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
Huh.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual. A testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Yeah, anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Very good.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Alright.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
What are you guys, Socrates now?
Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy. Justify shit.
Okay.
Like murder, or wasting your life away.
Ah, I see. Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing. Uh-oh.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Someone's got a bit of a crush. He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into anodic dance music. How do you do, fellow kids?
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
His blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple. Yeah, I've got an abyss in there as well.
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
A threat? Good, I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Ooh, Kim. Is it just me, or is he getting kind of hot right now?
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Man, I don't know if these kids are ever gonna be skulls. They really back down quite easily, with even just the barest hint of authority.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Oh yeah, the Union's the organized crime. How could we forget?
Apart from the unions themselves.
Yeah,
as
there it
well.
is.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the skulls, or are you not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization will accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Yeah.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
I guess he's trying to suck up to the cops, which again, not something a true skull would do.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Yeah, enough about the scullery.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why does your jacket have piss homosexual male written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
Like, in what sense?
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
That seems like a bit of a stretch.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye.
True.
And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Interesting. Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
You don't seem like gangsters. You both seem like philosophers.
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
Yeah, that's a terrible metaphor.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
So some sort of weird polyamory?
Because when one fucks everything, fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Yeah, I've had some dates like this.
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Hey, Kim?
Yes?
Do you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
That there are two of us and two of these jackets?
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a...
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel like I'm more of a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
Pretty much.
So are we done here? Or
Ooh, interesting.
you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Well, talking with you has definitely been something. We can get those jackets at some point. Right, we have a little more time before the library opens, so we can talk to Hardie and the boys. Right, anything else? Nothing pops to mind.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Oh, it's Oddsoul, baby. You know the deal. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, do the honor. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs,
Huh.
The dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed.
Kuna.
Who fucking who? Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
So you don't care?
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardie boys.
Boy, paradise is really a bit of a stretch.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardie. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardie boys here.
The 8th Hardie, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardie. I run this goddamn scene.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I thought you were gonna cut in and start saying, no, don't tell him anything, but I guess not.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Let's see if we can get more out of them.
Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
Alright. Well, that was something. Oh, one thing we could do is talk to the lady. That'll pass some time, I guess. Quick save here. Yeah, let's do it.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door.
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Alright, finally we get in here. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Pile of dirty clothes. A woman's. That's perverse. Let's close the door behind us. So we could go in there, or we could go upstairs. Come on up, she said, right? Let's go in here first. Okay. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there. Awesome.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Let's take a look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot.
Okay, that's what a toothbrush is used for.
This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
Wait, I don't get it. If it's been used a lot, what was it used for? Let's look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
There's quite the collection in here.
Anything of note?
Let's search.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
What is Nacra?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Huh. Okay. So it's like, well, there's a real world equivalent. In fact, I think it has a... Oh, yeah, Narcan, right? Yeah, very similar name. Let's search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Alright, time to change clothes here. Alright, I'll be back soon. Okay, so we're back, and we're wearing something completely ridiculous. What's this?
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft yet crinkly.
Man, maybe we should start wearing these clothes as soon as we get them.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Okay.
This medicine cabinet is...
Oh yeah, look at how much higher those chances
plus
are.
an old toothbrush. A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Not today, friend. Alright, and let's change into slightly more reasonable clothes. Put on our RCM commander's jacket. And put on some fallen pants. Some fair weather gloves. And some shoes. Handy. Okay. So, we've explored the... Goodbye, Kim. It was nice knowing you. What is this place? The bed has been hastily made. Okay, that's going downstairs.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Let's run our finger across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Fascinating. I wonder why. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. I feel like Sherlock Holmes. Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Cute. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single
Nice.
flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell.
Cool.
The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance. Then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
Yeah, Kim. Thanks for your support. Alright, so what was that anyways? Dried Maybells. Odd. Alright, there's 2 exits here, which is definitely strange. I feel like I should talk to the woman first. So hello.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic...
Oh god, electrochemistry, please.
Built, long and lean.
This woman was recently assaulted.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Yeah, well, you're welcome.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one. A lot.
Oh yes. Legends of Remember winding their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum, baby.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Infernum.
Whoopsie daisy.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
This does not come as good news to him.
Yeah, challenging.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Oh yeah. Feel the power.
Once a cop, always a cop.
Like riding a cop-a-cycle.
That sounds a lot like what the dead man said.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What's your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amandu.
And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
Fake Netherlands, got it. What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
A bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminum. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. A night. At least it was for me.
Ah, working at night.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
The conference centers are filled with people who get angry at you if you do something wrong.
Did you do something wrong?
Sooner or later, everyone does.
Weird. How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do, miss? What is your specialisation?
Something stupid.
Want to hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie Street, a young man shows Patrol Officer Tilbrook his genital warts. Ask him if they're cancer.
I'm sorry, Espiritu Corpse, we're kind of in the middle of something here. But yes, it is very stupid.
His partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there. He's in another apartment with another man who's showing him a dead dog under the radiator. It's dead, Mullins says. No, the man replies. I touched him. He's warm.
Well, at least the stupidity isn't coming from me this time.
He's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit.
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Oranese lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Well, how do you make money then? Money is very important.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
Wait, so if it's 51 now, and she's 28... I don't know if I like where that's going. Okay, so... 51 to 50... So that's 14 years ago, and if she's 28, she was 14 when she became Miss Oranje?
It's the world's most tired smile.
Yeah, I can tell.
Of course she won a beauty pageant. She's very symmetrical.
Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Not sure you're joking.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know you've told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausier Mondu. It's a weird name.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
What is... Question 5. Nice room you got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
Wintering?
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
All.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. I'm winter.
How long?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, I heard this is where the washed-up disco husbands go.
You came to the right place.
She looks at you and nods.
I'm wintering.
How long?
About 4 months. here in the world. I always wanted to see the only city in the world.
Only city in the
most time of
world.
year. It's a tourist thing.
Gotcha. You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there,
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
she says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
Narcomania is nothing to be proud of, miss.
What did you say?
You heard what I said. Narcomania is a serious issue and nothing to scoff at, miss.
Oh my god. Now it's turning into narcomania. It's got to be serious if it's 2 words.
Wait, hang on. How could you tell I hyphenated it?
I'm sorry.
The collection includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Right.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
You seem to have, among other things, Preptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
That's all as far as that goes, then.
Very funky.
The window's new.
It is.
She moves slightly to your left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Yeah, well, I guess we don't have anything else to say about it. I have other questions for you.
Okay.
She takes a very audible drag off her cigarette.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
What is this wild flower?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Sudden change of topic, go! It's like smoke bomb. What's Sambo?
A martial art, sir. Is that it?
Samurai boxing, or Sambo. Graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
That's right, I gain money every time I pass an encyclopedia check. Yes, why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
I noticed your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just one room away. Very personal.
Wait, is that true? I feel like we're 2 rooms away.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Alright, fine. They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we tried to talk to you at night, and it didn't exactly go so well.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
It's not that early.
She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea. People are rushing to work below.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake?
So, were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
So, were they lying, or are you lying?
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Wait, really?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Alright, this is taking a turn. I honestly was not expecting this. Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
She cradles her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them.
Are you sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
I guess.
Do you?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've been blacked out before. Do I?
Maybe you don't.
The ash lands on her jumpsuit. She brushes it off.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
Okay, so she's saying it didn't happen. What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Wait, partied? Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus? About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
I don't get it. What do you mean you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
The lieutenant's voice is calm and quiet.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Must have been hard for you, seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Oh, did she now?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay, so excellent. All right, one more thing to cross off the list.
Jackpot.
The call reporting the hanging, that was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Tearing off his armor. Demeaning him. Throwing rocks at him.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
That's pretty much disguising. Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Gotcha. So you're the one who messed up the Whirling in Rags phone line.
So, she's God's mystery phone cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Oh, it seems you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
She manages to smile.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
So, why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
That's actually, not extremely paranoid.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Another puff more nervous. Oof, she's kind of getting a little off, no longer as cool as she was at the beginning of the conversation.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
What did they hang him for, if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
Yeah, we know a few things.
And his role in this strike was... what?
Breaking it.
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military. Worked for Wild Pines. And against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. but I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
She didn't know.
I'm not picking up on any theatercraft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
Wait, Sylvie...
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
So where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
Huh. This is turning into a grim situation. How do the Hardie boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
You're right. How did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I see.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardie boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Titus is the alpha male Giga Chad, as we all know. Okay. What can you tell me about him?
I'm sorry, I can't.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Alright, thanks for telling us all this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Room...
Yeah? Alright. Not my favorite topic. But okay.
Well,
How
it didn't
about we,
happen.
change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Alright, we'll turn to this later. Volition, huh? We'll try it.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. Drinking coffee, most likely.
Fair enough. What are you?
You made the right call there. It feels good. Pure.
About what?
I'm talking about your zero-tolerance policy toward the mania of narco. You're in the right there. Powerful stance. Would you like to take it up a notch? Would you like to become an anti-narcomania zealot?
Well, I am pure and steadfast. Totally uncorrupted by narco.
Yes, you're pure.
Wait.
Unravaged by narco. Of course, it's pretty obvious you've done a lot of drugs in the past, and will probably do more in the future. But that doesn't matter.
Usually I have a lot more options than these. You're right, I can't think of any objections.
Of course not. You've always been anti-narco militant material. You kept her off a dark course with that interjection. Are you ready to save lives?
I'm ready to start saving lives.
That's good to hear.
The lieutenant acknowledges your strange mumbling. He does not have any narcotics visibly on him as he said it. Good. Oh, classic. Alright, so that's the thing. How? Oh god, we're only 42% of the way through this one. Okay, we've done that. Confront the Hardie boys. Okay, volition. That's what we need. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut this part out because it takes me a while to go through all these. Alright, now we're back, and we're wearing the clothes of the dead man. Oh, we should probably talk to Kim first.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardie boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
So why did she tell us all that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not so sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
She seems candid.
You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in draws attention away from whatever one chooses to omit. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough.
Good point. Good point. However, before we do that, I'm going to try this check again.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Got 30% greater chance. All right, let's do this.
She looks back.
Oh!
Time moves slowly.
Dang it.
Triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised.
Okay, I get it.
Miss Aranye Disco Dancer. You want to put your hand on her back and feel it march.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You
Yeah.
are not a fool.
I'm a little worried.
Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified.
Everything's out of the ordinary.
Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Mrs. Robinson, are you trying to seduce me?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible.
All right, reverting our eyes, oh Lord.
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
All right, let's return to this later. Let's change our clothes into something a little more sensible. Put that bow tie back on. Get a better shirt on. Like this one. Okay, cool. Oh, what's over here?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter.
Calling you by my real title now.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Do you think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Let's push.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
All right, so we're gonna leave. And once again, I'm gonna cut this part out, but we gotta change clothes. You think there is a shirt that helps us physical instrument, but it actually taking our shirt off helps physical or physical instrument more. And we've got the track pants on. Awesome. All right, so can we do
The
this?
same small, heavy door.
No, no point. Okay, so we'll put our bloody shirt back on. Why not? Yeah. Alright, time to head back downstairs. I was a little worried. Hang on, let's take a look at this again.
This window is
Looks like it, yeah.
This window.
Oh, no. Yeah, down there. I was a little worried that we weren't getting as far as I was hoping for in this game, but it appears that we don't need to worry about it as much. Okay, might as well close the door behind. No. Good. You have anything new to say?
Yes.
No. You?
Again?
Doesn't look like it.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Oh, I like how friendly you are now. Okay, quick save. It's time to talk to Hardie's boys. Maybe put on a different hat. Increase our authority a little bit. Wait, what? God, I look strange, man. I look very strange.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, your greeting has changed as well. Okay. How the turntables. Claudia says she wasn't raped.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Yeah, well, don't try anything.
For the record, Titus Hardie did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Right.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah. Look, man, the gig's up. You immediately said, all that stuff.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Crazy? What? And also, weren't you just saying she's a victim? Crazy. She was very lucid.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardie.
Whoa! Elizabeth, hello. Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardie, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
I'm starting to like her a little more.
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Oh, well.
Show it to him, T.
He turns to Titus, who's still breathing heavily.
Right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters. A mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
You're not exactly wrong, but, well, this is a fictional universe.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
So, what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the Dorgun a Mega Mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Where'd you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you bug them? How?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Swing lessons?
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work, then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Thank you.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
The chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Alright, so, importantly, where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardie.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
A few more things about the tape?
Yeah, you do that.
Alright, I'm gonna take off. Wait for this long cutscene to finish. Okay, we've got the tape now, which we can interact with. Okay. We've got a lot of skill points here. I'm just gonna keep them around for now. Door Gunner Mega Mix. Right, we still got this thought going on. Okay, let's leave. Let's start interacting with some of the things in our inventory, which we haven't had the chance to yet. Apricot chewing gum wrapper. Let's leave first before we do all that. Okay, so there's dried maybells.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybelle's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communers and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Is it a coincidence? It being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Very well.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand.
Okay. Apricot chewing gum wrapper.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet. Or some ancient temple.
Ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
End of summer.
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich. There is a movement next to you. The shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing.
My
there.
axe? Where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive. Feels so familiar.
Alright, at least we didn't pass out on the street. So another thought gained. Living in the past, man. Hung up on some clown from the 60s, man. So what now? Now there's a lot of stuff to do. First we're gonna save our game. And then we're gonna do something very annoying and look through our tasks that we can complete. No, we don't have the volition thing opened back up. So, Joyce Messier. Right, we could do that. Ooh, and the cargo container door has reopened back up. And so has the ice cream maker. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, we gotta try the ice cream maker. So, we're going to do a few things here. Going to equip our tool here. And we're going to take off our shirt. And just to be safe, I am going to check around, see if anything else helps with physical instrument. Because this is how it works, right? Coach physical instrument. +2 physical instrument if shirt slot is empty. Yeah. I think a lot of these, they're in orange because I should put them on. Maybe I'll spend an episode doing that. Sometime. Not now.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Hold on. Where's my physical instrument thing here? Okay. Physical instrument. Here you are. Learn skill bonus from thoughts. Wait, hang on. Do I have to take off the jacket too? So how's it now? It says there's no bonus from thoughts. So how does this work? This coast physical instrument thing. Yeah, +2 physical instrument if shirt slot empty. Oh, right. We're still working on Wasteland of Reality. Right, in fact, we didn't even try it before. Okay, I understand now. We didn't even try that because we were still working on that horribly long thought. So, we'll put this back on. But, yeah. Where are you? You back on. And we'll keep moving. Bit of a silly sidetrack there. Right, so we're also going to unequip this tool. Put the crowbar back in. Now, what next? There's Joyce who we can talk to. Oh no, we need to check in with Alice.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Connect me to Jamrock Public Library.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Majon, a reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Yes, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Interesting.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Do you have any other information on Billy Majon?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
You hear someone answer from afar.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
So Billy Majon is a woman, not a man? How did your colleague know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Thank you, that's all from me. I have no other questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
The librarian hangs up and the call gets redirected back to the station with a soft click.
Anything else you need from me? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir.
Alright, that's it.
57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
So should we talk to the Martinez guy? Apartment 20, huh?
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
No, it wasn't him. Apartment 20, huh? Well, I should be talking to Joyce, but I always do appreciate the chance to go visit someone in the worst moment of their entire life. Okay, so is it the working class woman? That's the real question. What else do I have to do? I feel like there was lots of things. Oh well. Anyway, was there a time-locked thing? Run a victim back in the day. That's all it says. That's so strange. Okay. So I don't think it's here. It's probably this door.
You hear someone walking around.
No, it's not that door. No, it wouldn't be up there. So, on the balcony, I guess?
This door is made of...
Wait a second. Wait a second. It's not you, is it?
a weathered brown door.
Uh-oh.
The number reads 20.
I was wondering why we could click on that.
Something smells good. Soup alongio.
Now I'm feeling kind of bad about all this. Well, no hesitation, let's go.
The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Maybe I should have put something on a little more serious.
This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
You have any advice on how to tell her he's...
dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Fair enough.
Good advice.
Alright, I think I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello? Who is it?
A voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Méjean's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling and stuff. I think it is a working class woman.
Tidying up. Nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
Yeah, it's a working class woman. Don't run, okay? Take it slow when exploring the apartment. Be respectful. You got it, bro. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Over here, a chalk-drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Hello, miss. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Can't they afford curtains? No. Don't think they can. Packages of humanitarian aid macaronis. Interesting. Some leftovers kept warm on a stovetop. Smells like buckwheat and onions here. Alright, so can we steal anything from this grieving widow before we talk to her? A textbook for high school, mathematics, trigonometry mostly. The clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. Its ticking makes you anxious, rings hollow in the room. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. Well, oh, wait. No, let's not run. Okay.
It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
Oh, good. We've already seemed completely insane to this woman. She smiles nervously before a smile vanishes from her face.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here.
Boy, since COVID, I've known a lot about foggy glasses.
He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
No, this is something much worse. Is he in the hospital? How bad is it?
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
God, do I just say he's dead like that?
Yes. That's the most important thing. Use that word.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Méjean, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband, Victor Méjean, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the coal. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
The lieutenant takes out his handkerchief and offers it to the woman. She nods and slowly wipes away her tears. Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
Probably.
No. A day.
Okay. No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
A very good call.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
We'll set the library card by her and leave the room. Hi, Kim.
You did well.
Yay. The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet with a stunning view over the district. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
Alright, this is closed then.
Let's go.
Alright, well... that was something. Okay, so one more thing crossed off the list here. Alright, well, what do I do now? I really don't know what can be done, because I do need to talk to Joyce. Oh, I should probably talk to Cindy, the skull. Yeah, that shouldn't take too long. Could I move a little faster, please? Thank you. Wait, no, this is not the right way to go. Hi, Cindy.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Your two friends send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
Really? They had, like, fantastic manners considering their names.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
They seem to hold you in high esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Got it. Enough of that then.
Thank you for passing on the message. Now run along, Piggy.
Alright, catch you later, Cindy. Right. Well, that wasn't taking as long as I hope it would. Or, no, this is the wrong place to go. Right. So what to do now? Well, we can always check the journal. Okay, Dorgunner Mega Mix. So we gotta buy a tape recorder. Probably because one in my room doesn't work anymore. Okay, so we need to talk to her later. And probably after Kim has gone to bed. Oh, let's talk to Kim about the Moralist League.
Yes?
Kim, we need to talk about responsibility.
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
Good, we're on the same page then.
If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us.
What? No, I meant like la responsabilité. You know, whoa, sorry everybody for that. I was doing some hand motions, very Italian hand motions, and I may have knocked the mic, so sorry about the disturbance. No, I meant like la responsabilité, you know, the kind that gets assigned.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stabilité? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
For this whole situation.
Now I understand.
Oh god.
Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility.
How did you know?
Simple. Because moral intern types love to form committees. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villeudran, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment.
Right.
If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first, you might need to speak with his young companion.
His lover.
Was there anything else?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I have so many skill points logged up. I could try figuring out why the 41st sent me. Again. Oh, let's check the journal again. Help Suna. Right, we can't do that until our thought is finished. Or we shouldn't. Dolores Day. I don't know where to find any other Dolores Day iconography. So there's a cell to talk about our associates. Spirit. Oh, right. Let's put on our necktie. Why not? This do anything for us? No, nothing. Oh well. Journal. Okay, more beauty to the wall. Murder weapon, right? We need to find the gun. Hopefully not our gun. In fact, can we interact with our gun? No, it doesn't look like it. We can interact with this. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardie. It supposedly holds a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communications recorded via de-encryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play.
You stare at the great door gunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox, you would be able to play Titus's tape. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape.
I'll do my best, Inland Empire. Alright, I think that's a good place as any to quit this episode. Thanks so much for going on this journey with me, everybody. It really has been, something. Here, let me put on my necktie. Add a little more drama. Yeah, I really don't know where to go with this case. So we need to talk to Joyce. I think Joyce is going to have a lot of answers. It's probably a good idea to talk to Everard Claire. It often is. He probably has something fun to tell us. In fact, maybe we should talk to Everard before we talk to Joyce. And we need to save up money for the boombox. And honestly, I don't even know how much the boombox costs. I doubt it's going to be cheap. So we're going to need to figure out a way to make some money because we still haven't actually paid our rent today. But that is a topic for another time. Alright, thanks so much for joining me. I'm World Undone. And until next time, take care, everyone.